Okay, we're back for another instructional video in AutoCAD. In this video, we're going to talk about how to draw a rectangle. In our previous lines video, we did a rectangle production that we call around the block, which is starting at a base point drawing lines, and I drew a line, if I recall, 40 feet across, and then it was 60 feet 9 inches up. And then we used the inference tool to use an object snap on that inference. And then because we're in polar coordinates, use that there and snap down to close that rectangle. There is another rectangle tool, and I'm drawing them both ways to show you some important differences. But I can draw here a rectangle, and as the image shows you, it allows you to do 2 points or to type in specific dimensions. So I'm going to choose the rectangle command. It's going to ask me again for a place to start. And then it's going to ask me for dimensions on this rectangle. So again, we're going to go 40 feet. And you have no reason to know this except that I tell you. The next step is, instead of a hard enter, to go to the next dimension, the height in this case. You type comma, 40 feet, comma, and then 60 feet, 9 inches, and enter. And it gives us an identical looking rectangle, this one to that one. Here's the important thing that I want you to see in this. We've got 2 ways to draw a rectangle, and trust me, there are others. But right now, we're just going to stick with either the around the block method or the method of using the rectangle command. Here's the difference. As I roll over this rectangle, let's say I wanted to modify it somehow. Let's say I need to modify by erasing this line, the line here on the right. On this one, I can just choose the erase command, come to this one, and erase that line on the right. Very simple. But if I choose the erase command and try to do the same thing to this one, this rectangle that I used drawing the rectangle command, I'm going to click it and I'm going to select the whole thing and it will erase. Undoing that. This object that I used drawing a rectangle command, the computer thinks of it right now as a single entity, one object. Whereas the rectangle that I drew here is made of 4 discrete lines. Even though it appears the same, you can see when I roll over it, see how the whole thing lights up? When I roll over this one, just the single line lights up. Now, there are positive reasons to do either of these constructions. You can, and I want to explain another modify command in this video. How we turn an object like this of 4 constituent parts as one object into a divided object, and that is using a command called explode. So as you can see in the diagram, it takes a unit, what's called a joined object, and breaks it into its constituent parts. So I choose explode, and very easily just click on the object that I'm exploding and hit enter. And now as I roll over this, you can see the lines are lighting up individually. Similarly, I can also join objects together. And there is, let's see if we can find the icon for that in the palette. Break. Not seeing it there, but in AutoCAD, you can also type anything. We don't use join a whole lot, but I can, because I know the program exists. I can just type in JOIN for join. There's the join command. And it says select source object or multiple objects to join at once. So in this case, I'm just going to use my crossing window. I'm going to choose this rectangle and I'm going to join them. Enter. Now, when I roll over this one, it is one single object joined together. And this one now is all pieces parts, I can just the same way explode this one back to its parts. And I can come back and erase my right side lines and be done with it. So in this video, we talked about how to draw two different ways to draw rectangles, how to explode a rectangle, and how to join various parts together. You don't only have to do rectangles, of course. You can do any multiple drawing objects you wish to join into an entity. You can join together. For instance, I can join, and I could add that icon to my palette, but I'm not worried about right now. Enter. I can join all of these together, and now both of the CC that I have here, okay, these exist as individual parts, and I should be able to, I think that maybe they need to be touching to be joined into as multiple parts, but they're all joined as well. So I hope that helps. Again, drawing rectangles, explode, and join, and some remedial work on how to use erase. See you in the next video.